control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You were raised so the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah. Look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you could rate where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone. When am I on my own? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Shoes us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage, way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First try on offense for the Bucs, and their veteran quarterback Tom Brady.
If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you have a chance to get Tom Brady, you take that opportunity, even though Jameis Winston is your quarterback last year, threw for over 5,100 yards, but he also threw 30 interceptions. Tom Brady threw just 8 in New England last season. They figured that can be the difference to get that team into the playoffs and maybe back to the Super Bowl.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now second.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 8 yards.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They're certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's incomplete, but... There is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The reigning league MVP Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field and leading the way now in his 3rd season in the National Football League as this Baltimore offense gets set to go.
We've had dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones. But I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown pass with 36 last season. Set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards. And he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark. Best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
We just saw one of the benefits of a quarterback having mobility. Scrambled around, kept the play alive, and then found a receiver open downfield for a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Brings up third.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
If Jason Pierre-Paul just manages to stay on the field and play 16 games, we could have double-digit sack numbers and then some because...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, 32 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. By them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage to the side.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first three drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First down.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That's a 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 44, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. 11 yards there, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Yep, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
At the 29-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. He may try and run for this. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Down at the 42-yard line.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
First and 10 at the 50.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's good.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offense...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Intended for Chris Godwin. It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. There he goes. goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10. At their own 22.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Ingram again. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Jackson to throw on third down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Not much there, only a yard. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 15-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally the haymaker to put that drive away.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give them.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Pick 6 is starting to be old hat for Peters. He had 3 of these to lead the NFL in 2019, and he comes up with another here. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
17 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Brown has the first down and much more. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 21. First down, Baltimore.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Suh on the stop.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A couple of third-year guys, a couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson to Andrews, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Gay is on for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
What's the deal, y'all? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Offside, defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
First down, Brady going to throw deep for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Brady's pass.
Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And then the 43-yard.
On first down, it's Ingram. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd.
From the 39, Jackson.
9-yard line.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And that's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one.
I think it's overstating it to say that he came out of nowhere. But did anyone see 19.5 sacks coming from Shaq Barrett last year? And even after he became an acknowledged guy that you had to block, he still was able to get to the quarterback. Expects to continue on that level, and there he is, adding to his totals.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away.
Jackson.
So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Sideline and incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson from the shotgun. And no, it's incomplete.
Jackson.
The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
From midfield, here's Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. The 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Brady's pass.
O.J. Howard, 50 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
26. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 1. 2:05 to go. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Steps away. Incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Thrown away and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
By the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Brady going to throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Final score. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
She right got me.
Hit one and be some. You gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool. Don't play with it. What you gon' do? Stop playing with it.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah. another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did they splash? Did they drill? Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
And we come to you for... One of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
A lot of people thought the Packers might struggle a bit in 2019, but that was not the case. 13 wins, a trip to the NFC Championship game, and they were led by their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, who led their team to a Super Bowl title after the 2010 season. And many thought that was the first of what would be many more. So precise with the football. 26 touchdown passes last year and just 4 interceptions. He knows how to get it downfield and still take care of it as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they... get him down, but... Not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good for a Green Bay Packer.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's complete to Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That's complete to Lazard. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer 1st down.
I remember when Al Lazard came out of Iowa State, many questioned his speed and wondered if he could separate from defenders downfield. He got pressed into action in the middle of last year due to injury for Green Bay and wound up 2nd on the team in receiving yards as he developed and got better each and every week. Remember that Monday night game against the Bears, partner? A late touchdown and a big comeback victory.
39-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
Rodgers.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Man able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the...
First, a gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Texans.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
DeAndre Carter on the return. The Texans take over first.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Watson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Covered by Houston.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Watson again. This is Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
The ball carrier.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here's Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
27-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
5-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Taken down.
6 yards there. 1st down, Houston. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st down, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Time rolls around. Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Incomplete.
When you run in the slant, everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Carter. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He was looking that time for Stills, but it'll be 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He was covered.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. That It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Watson going deep here for Stills. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Houston set to take over. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, here's Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Quick throw completed by Watson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
3rd and long, it's Watson going deep here for Stills. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 4th down, Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Aaron Jones on the carry.
P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Down at the 26. A gain of 2.
Again, it's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
3-yard line. A gain of 4.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Green Bay.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard
Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Complete to Duke Johnson. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. He finds his man Johnson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On 4th down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Return. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
From the red zone now, Watson. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Rodgers pass.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's Deshaun Watson with a touchdown pass to Brandon Cooks. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Texans defense heading back out now, ready to get their cracks again. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Rodgers with the handoff to Aaron Jones. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 53 yards, and the Packers have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Watson and the Texans now down 21-14. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for it.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd down at 5. Rodgers throwing here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Complete.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.